This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock.
Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB. Today in the arena, the Shark Attack promotion rolls on. Yes, you can still get your shark token with any singles order at CoolStuffInc.com, but it only goes till the 21st. We're at the very end. We're at the tail end of Shark Week and a half. Did you think it was over? Did you think it was done because I played mono green on St. Patrick's Day? Of course not. So today is Esper Angel Yorian Sharks. Angel Sharks. Angel Shark Noodles. I don't know. People like angels. This is a version of the angel deck that does pretty cool angel things, but also answers the rest of the meta in a pretty good way by adding control elements. So let's go over the angel cards first. We have 4 copies of Amiria's Call. We have 4 copies of Rampage of the Valkyries, which is not a card you get in packs. You have to craft it. It's only an uncommon. And when you play it, you get a 4/4. When you blink it, you get a 4/4 with Vigilance. And whenever an angel you control dies, each other player sacrifices a creature. Very cool card. And then we have 4 copies of Ferja's Retribution, a saga which makes angel warriors that tap to destroy things. You've probably seen this one around. Then we have 2 copies of Starnheim Unleashed, a card I haven't actually been able to cast, but I really want to play this with a Shark Typhoon, make a million angels and a giant shark at the same time, because that's what's better than a million angels and a bonus shark. And then we have 1 copy of Legion Angel with some in the board, 3 copies of Glorious Protector, which is fun with Yorian to blink and keep loops going, as well as surprise your opponent with a 3/4 flash creature. It's also a foretell card, so the opponent doesn't know for sure if you have Starnheim foretold or Glorious Protector foretold, if they become familiar with the list from, I don't know, watching the show. Then we move into the rest of the deck, which is classic Esper control in the form of Heartless Act and Eliminate for the aggro decks and Negate for that pesky Yorian Sultai Ultimatum deck. But then we also have a number of enchantments to make it even more of a Yorian deck, so that when we are blinking our angel makers, we're also getting other value in other places. So we have 4 copies of Omen of the Sea, 4 copies of Birth of Meletis, 4 copies of Elspeth's Nightmare, 4 copies of Raven's Warning, 2 bonus Yorians in the main along with the Yorian in the companion, and 4 copies of the one, the only, the Shark Typhoon, the mana base built around pathways, the Triome. What do we use the green mana for? Nothing. Nothing, Jon Snow. I just like having the Triome because I can cycle it to draw the card that I put on top of my deck with Raven's Warning a turn sooner. That's all. That's the reason. That's it. Otherwise, just play a temple if you don't like it. The blue-black temple. And then Fable Passage, 6 planes because we run a bunch of Birth of Meletis and we have double white cards, but everything else is only a single color, similar to what you saw in my Doom Foretold list. This version does not run Doom Foretold because it runs so many sagas. We don't really want to sacrifice most of our stuff. We want to blink it instead. In the sideboard, thanks to Raven's Warning, we fetch the usual stuff. This is a high-ended sideboard because usually by the time Raven's Warning pops off on Chapter 3, you have at least 5 lands, so we can play more expensive things. 2 Saw It Comings, a Necromentia, 3 Legion Angels are there for the Legion Angel, 1 Extinction Event and 1 Doomscar, a Dream Trawler, an Ugin, an Erebos' Intervention, a Heliod's Intervention, a Dance of the Manse, and a Nico Ares. So that is the introduction to the deck. I look forward to playing some angels alongside sharks, alongside noodles, alongside sagas, and just good old-fashioned removal spells. It's my style. If I'm going to do angels, I'm going to do it like this. Today's video is dedicated to the latest YouTube member, Lord Castiel. This is video number 773 days in a row. That's where the streak's at, and Lord Castiel signed up for this wonderful dedication. We're going to dedicate by picking up some of those snow-covered lands. I talked about how to get these, and thanks again to Strider Stone for making a video around this, but these are pretty freaking cool. You have to hit the filters, hit not collected, hit this little card style thing, and where are they? Hit the land? There it is. So today we're going to go grab a snow-covered plains. Look at this beauty. Do we want the one with the elks, or do we want the one with that looks like the side of the Graven Lore horns? I'm gonna grab this one. So really, they're so nice. I like them better than the other lands quite a bit, the other snow lands. So excited to keep collecting these. And you guys, remember, search for Snow-C, filter not collected, turn on cosmetics, hit land. They're in there. They're hidden, but they're in there. Also, right now, I'm reminding everybody to renew Twitch Prime. And if you right now renew your Twitch Prime membership on Twitch, there's a link below, as well as a video showing you exactly how to link your Twitch to your Amazon Prime account and get a free Twitch Prime subscription. Leave a comment, say that you stayed till the end, say your Twitch ID, and say that you renewed your Twitch Prime, and I will dedicate a future video to some of the lucky Twitch Prime subscribers who support the channel. Thank you very much. Let's dive in. Let angelic sharky noodle nonsense begin. I guess it will work. We have turn 2 birth. I'm scared though. It would be nice to draw a land that didn't cost me 3 life. All right, the opponent on rogues maybe? Rogues no Luris? Okay. Multiple blue, multiple black. I'm not sure. Multiple blue. Let's wait for the eliminate. No enforcers, so they're probably a brazen borrower, which is a huge headache for us. I don't love it, but we've got to make sure we hit our land. We have to be sure. Okay. Opponent sees through it with a negate. But you love it because they're not making much progress. You want to counter this too? All right. So what do they got left over for our real spells? We'll say go. We can cycle Shark Typhoon, play Omen on their turn. Would you like to counter this Omen? I mean, fighting me over lands I think is very foolish, but you can't stop a rogue player from roguing. Alright, we don't have double white for the retributions. I think we'll say go. Our opponents, yeah. Because worst case scenario, we can either make a shark or we can scry. So this mills for 2. We really want to land so we can play Negate and Elspeth's Nightmare. So we're going to try to get our opponent to react here with a block. Or a removal spell. We're on 6. Okay, they eliminate. They're scared of a 2/2 blocking their rogue. I love scaredy. I love scaredy gamers. They're so easy to abuse. I don't think so. Unfortunately, now they do get to throw the into the story at us, but we do get to pick our favorite card and then resolve a Rampage of the Valkyries. Oh, okay. Sure. I'll has this. All right, so Zareth-san, what a headache. If they top deck a removal spell for an angel token, that's really bad, but I think the right play, there is a Shark Typhoon down there too. This is gonna be scary, but I think this is the right play. Actually, no, it's this, because if they kill the angel, they need to top deck exactly a Brazen Borrower. If they kill the angel, they lose their Thought Thief. Oh, did you not draw it? Did you not draw perfect? I'm so sorry. Would you like to counter this Birth of Meletis since you countered the other two? No? Weird. How about the Retribution? You want to counter that? I'm sure you drew a counter. Come on now. Oh, nice. Look, you played this so loose. You don't get to be like, ah, nice. How you get so lucky? You don't get to do that. Hello. See, so we want to play another one of these. We want to foretell these. We can go into combat first. All right, so vigilance, vigilance. So we can do this. Blow it up. Dead Thought Thief. Okay. Sacrifice your Soaring Thought Thief. Good job. Yeah, sure bailed him out, you know. All right. Sorry. It's a rogues player. You guys can't, you understand. You understand why I have to be a little bit over the top on rogues. It's part of it's the entertainment value. People actually turn my show off when I play against rogues, so I have to push it. I have to push the level of the content to just bullying rogues. All right, on the play with the Birth of Meletis laid in hand, we can go get blue or black. I think the blue helps us find the black. Plus we have potentially another black if we draw a white off the top. So that's another good reason. Our opponent's gonna open on Forest and Goose. We've got a warning. Okay, we can play that next turn, see what happens. Although, we're playing with fire here. Because the 1/1 probably can't get in. Gets blocked by Goosey. Which means we don't draw the card, which is very bad. Alright, that is not a black source. So I think that what we want to do is go find a black source. Threaten a counter spell. Maybe the opponent makes a suboptimal play to try to play around it. Or they just slam a Wicked Wolf. Are they going to fight my wall? I mean, I'm okay with that. I also appreciate that on this St. Patrick's Day, as I'm recording, the opponent is playing green. I played green the day before. They are going to fight the wall. Wow. All right, that is a black source. This is too slow. We're ways off from that Shark Typhoon being what we need. We really want to get this Rampage down and then start making angels. Looks like my choice is Shark. I will take this Shark Typhoon and I will like it. Caca. Also, I think I've got an Extinction event in my board. Don't want to go online and see my friends. I want to see my deck. It's all the friends I need. Necromentia. There's an Ugin and an Extinction event. Trail of Crumbs for the opponent is scary. Opponent rams through the bird. What? What? You maniac. White, white, blue, blue, black. Let's go. I definitely want that Extinction event, but this is a good stopgap, even if we end up losing this angel. If we draw land next turn, we can cycle Shark Typhoon and draw the Extinction event right away. Oh my goodness, removal central, please. Give up the goose. They won't give up the goose. What will they give up? Actually, I'm sure they like all these cards. Put the Trail of Crumbs on the field. What you gonna do? They do give up the goose. Oh my gosh, if we draw an untapped land, it's Blowout City, baby. It is. It's a painful one, but it's worth it. It's a painful one, but it's worth it. Say goodbye to your friends. Thanks, I know. I worked really hard on it. The oven, the negate. All right. Let's keep the land moving. So, I'm wondering if I want to buy the Yorion or play the Retribution. If I play the Retribution, I can buy the Yorion next turn, but I might not be able to cast it, and this might expire before I get to Yorion. So I think I'm going to do this and hold negate and set up for an even better Retribution in the future. Nothing from the opponent. Oh yeah, it's getting nice. It's getting real nice. It's getting angelic. Honk honk. Pretty good with a Trail of Crumbs, not gonna lie. So I played with mono green food for my St. Patrick's Day video at first, and it lost so many games. So I switched to green and foreign collects aggro because this deck just, it wasn't doing it anymore, man. Our opponent's hanging out in 1200. Hopefully they have a better day than I did, but I'm not here to help them with it, that's for sure. I'm here to win. Well. Oh my. Oh my. I mean, I'd probably still want to Yorion this turn, but these cards are amazing. Kill it with the Retribution ability. Opponent's going to stick it in the oven. Take 4. Say it for me, everybody. Yorion! Give me those angels. Woo! Love it. Love it. All right. Defending our top 1200 status against another Yorion with these sagas on the play. Let's give it a try. Blue, white, black. Your go. This is how we respond to hellos. It's classic. See, they understand. They're cool. All right, do we get in their hand first? Or do we make a creature and threaten them and try to get to where we can have a counter spell sooner? I'm not sure. I think these I really want to blink. If the opponent has a removal spell for this, it's a little unfortunate, but we do get to our sideboard faster, so let's go with this. It's also a bit ahead of binding. Being 2 turns ahead of binding is important. It also just dictates that they do something. It punishes them if their play is Omen into Cultivate, which would otherwise be really good. Okay, keeps on top. Tapped land. Heartless Act saves them a card and otherwise isn't very good in the matchup, so I think we'll see it. And we do. Eliminate, that works too. Alright, Glorious Protector kind of starts a clock. And then next turn we fetch like a counter spell and we play a Nightmare. Okay. Does mean we have to fetch white, unless we wanted to shock, which I don't think is right. No land. Do I play this? With the opponent playing no land, is that right? It might not be, because now the opponent just like counter or kills something. That's probably what they want to do. I don't want them to get the opportunity to make that play. It's a bit too free. All right, so to the sideboard, we could Necromentia all their goodies. If we Necromentia their ultimatums, they have less hits. But that's not particularly powerful. I think we'll just grab a counter, because they might just cast those spells anyway. So with a counter on deck, and a Glorious Protector ready to come out if they use mana on their turn, should we buy a Yorion here? It's a tough decision. I'm trying to picture how this is going to go. Maybe I should have foretold this and bought Yorion. Maybe that's the best use of the mana. Probably sack the Omen. Okay, Baby Shark. Well, now there's something for the Nightmare to get. Doesn't have to feel like we lost any value. And they find a land. They might Bind of Old Gods this. So this might not be a good play. Interesting. They foretell in response? I don't know. They might kill this. Yeah, they might be Heartless Offering this. That's a lot better for me than a Binding of the Old Gods. Like, a lot better. We don't need to hold up Saw It Coming this turn. We can take the turn to get down Rampage. I think what we do is we buy Yorion. We buy Yorion, we play Nightmare. I've already messed this game up here and there, so take everything I say with a grain of salt, but I think this is the way that we do it now. Because we're going to start getting in their hand, and we can use Yorion triggers to do it multiple times if we want to. Okay. They did have it. Or they just drew it. Both are possible. We know they have a ton of spells because they had so many mana problems. So this Nightmare needs to live. I'm willing to protect it. We need to pick their hand apart. Legion Angel. Alright, so Shadow's Verdict, not that important. Behold, very important. This, very, very important. Triple green. They've got it. Untap land and they cast this card. And they do probably have the they probably have Ulrun's Epiphany, so it's gotta be the ultimatum. Yorion! I do not like our spot in this game. We need to draw a negate. If we draw a negate, I think we're okay, but we haven't drawn any. I also don't like the way I played the early turns, but doesn't matter now. Really doesn't matter now. I like that this Eliminate and the Shadow's Verdict do not solve the Legion Angel or the Yorion. Opponent says go. They have to Behold here? Their choice is weird. They have to Behold here. Don't they? I definitely take their Behold. Oh my gosh. Wow. They're going to do nothing with this turn unless this is something... Maybe this is a behold. I guess that's possible. They cry. Yeah, man. I maybe you're just scrying now with Omen? I think you definitely behold there. Let's keep playing things that don't die to their removal. Put them on a clock. Threaten a counterspell. It was another behold. Don't top. Please don't top. Please don't top. Okay, double bottom. They can also sacrifice this Omen if they really want to go for it. Wow, they do. All right. Double bottom, okay. Better solve some problems. We know they play Shark Typhoon. That's the only divergence from like the lists I see all of the time. Multiple beholds. Okay. A few birdies are here. Maybe I should have tanked for a while and tried to sell the counterspellness. Buy Yorion, I like it. Cast Yorion, okay. Would you like to blink your birds? Could be fun. So we can play the Valkyries and then attack and trade Legion Angels for birds, I guess? Or we can try to find a sweet answer here with our Omen. Glorious Protector. Ooh. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. But how do we free the Yorion? I really want to use my ECD more, but okay, I guess this is just fine, right? They're gonna go for it if they have it. Shields down. All right. Okay, they lost their sacrifice fodder with that verdict. They needed that to keep Yorion alive if they kill an angel. That's weird. Especially since they had an eliminate. Why would they do that? I can't come up with it. I think that's just a throw. I think they forgot about their birds. Now they can't block the Yorion. Or they can't block the Legion Angel, I should say. Retribution. Guess let's rumble. Okay. You sure? You sure about that one? All right, they have an eliminate, so let's not play into that. Could just made a lethal board, but the eliminate, you know, kind of protects there. Oh, that's interesting. We're gonna take the Legion Angel. That's okay, we can blink the one we have left over. This definitely looks like I saw it coming, so I'm sure they're trying to be careful and not die. But now they can't kill one of my angels, or else they lose the Valky. Okay. Gosh, we can put them on 1. Or I can exile both of these. I think I just save it. We could also sack this and try to find the negate. I think that's really good, actually. We If we find a negate, this game is over. Bingo. And we can Shark Typhoon into it? No, we can't. We only have one blue. Well, it took a while, but we found it. So the opponent can turn this into the Legion Angel, block, but then I get back the Legion Angel. Doesn't help them very much. Now I go, oops, because I tapped wrong, so I can't play Retribution. But that's not really what I wanted to do. Just want them to think that's the case. But I tapped wrong for Retribution and another Legion Angel. I want them to think I have nothing here. They say good game. They mean it. Got him. Almost back to top 1,000. It's not Yorion. It might be aggro. We actually don't have white mana, but it's the most popular color in our deck. We have a way to draw cards. We have one removal spell. We have something to do with our mana on turn 2. Let's give it a shot. This is mono red. Hey, white mana. So, do we kill the Robber of the Rich? I guess we'll take this opportunity to make sure they can't rob us. Maybe I just make a 4/4 next turn. The opponent with the shock on turn 1. Oh, okay, nothing else? Interesting. Well, we already have a black. Many times we've needed multiple blue. Let's go ahead and put this on blue. Do we make a 4/4? I don't think so. We could buy Yorion. That's... okay, we're buying Yorion. That's pretty great. Opponent without a Bone Crusher Giant. So I still don't... oh, they can rob us, but... oh, they robbed us that way. Okay, well, Yorion can fix this token. Eliminate can fix that creature. Let's try to buy time so that we know we can Yorion the Retribution. We need to fetch another white with this, I think. But maybe we fetch another black? Okay. Probably should have just waited, because we might have drawn a white. Don't know why I've forgotten how to play against mono red. It's been so long. All right, let's play this. If the opponent kills the angel, they have to sacrifice their Annex. Should be a nightmare for them. And they can't Ember Cleave me yet. Torbrand. I mean, yes. I'll take both. Because mine resolves first. Good one. Good one, dude. Don't think they knew that was gonna work that way. The person whose thing resolves first is the opposite of whose turn it is a good way to try to remember it. Let's play the Retribution set up for the killer Yorion. The Yorion that will surely bring them to Scoopstown. All right. Sure. Give up another creature. I mean, okay. Hey, it's mono red with slightly different cards, right? I should be nice to it. Nah. Not how this works. Say it now. Say it. Yorion. By the way, my favorite part about this Yorion is right over here. Link that token. No more token damage. While you're still around, maybe I'll have time to play this Shark Typhoon and this Starnheim Unleashed. I'm not gonna kill him. I'm gonna drag this out. I'm gonna drag this out as far as I can. No! No, don't leave. Come on, this is the most fun I've had all day. This is all I have. All I have left is those times I get to actually beat up Mono Red. You're trying to kill my Yorion. How dare you? How dare you kill my Yorion and run away, you coward. You coward. You absolute baby. Weak. There just isn't much aggro out there. I'm just waiting for like mono white or mono red on the draw, and it just doesn't happen. All that happens are rogues and Yorion, Dimir control here and there, these long, endless battles of card advantage and digging for counters, and there you go. Yeah, the age of aggro in this queue has come to an end. Which is kind of stunning. Like, if you look at the assistant metagame, like, I mean, Yorion at 12% of meta is higher than I think any Yorion deck has ever been. But these all are supposed to be aggro decks. This is aggro, 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 aggro. They're not in Mythic. They are not in Mythic. And Yorion still has a worse win rate than the aggro decks. So I don't know what's going on. People are flocking to Yorion. Maybe they figured out what I've said all along. It's just more fun. It's just way more fun. Opponent with the ramp on the play. Very good for them, very bad for us. No negates here, no Raven's warnings either. No way to access counter magic, so we're going to probably be running out nightmares and hoping for the best. If they have Bind the Old Gods, they're going to blow up the nightmares. We're not going to get to hit their hand, and they're going to devour us. But I don't think there's another way. Double ramp on the play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next turn they'll have 6. The turn after that... They didn't get double blue, though. They must have another blue land in hand. I'll get my first blue land on the field. We'll run out our first nightmare, because we only have 3 mana, they have 6. Magic is a fair game. Very fair and balanced game where people get to test their mental wits against each other. Still no double blue. They had it. They had it. All right, well, if they're missing the blue mana, they still can't do the ultimatum next turn. They should have it based on what they fetched, but who knows. So we'll run out a nightmare and try to get there. I guess we should play around Jwari Disruption. It's a tap land. The Triome will produce another blue for them. They need to deal with this, or it might take their ultimatum. Foretell. Probably an Epiphany. Epiphany's scary, but it's not the absolute end of the world. Into the hand we go. There is a Jwari Disruption and 2 eliminates. I guess we can play around those eliminates. How do we get rid of this Yorion? What do we do? Their Yorion right now is mediocre, so is their Epiphany. So things could be a lot worse for us. I think what we need to do is work on finding the right cards to answer them, which for me means casting the Omen and digging. And we can buy Yorion here, so I think that's where we want to be. I don't think I necessarily want another Nightmare. I need a counter first, because if the opponent draws the right card, they're just going to cast it. Okay, they top deck Cultivate. Do they have the mana to Epiphany here? They do. So they might, if they just really want another draw. They're not doing much, so maybe they do. Okay, they put the blue in tap. They can't. Maybe this is a Behold. Or maybe they're not great at land sequencing. I've been there. I've had those days. All right, let's go for an Omen. And we're looking for Raven's Warning and Negate, really. That's about it. Another blue source is welcome, but I think we just have to keep digging. There's a Raven's Warning. Just had the stops on in case there was something I wanted to play that I could have also had exiled by the Nightmare. Doesn't matter much against them, but it's just good practice. All right, so we can play the Nightmare. I think we can also save it for this to go off, because I don't think having a Nightmare out is what's important right now. We can also play Shark Typhoon, which is trying to take over the game. I think what we should do is try to race to getting a counterspell out of our Warning, and Typhoon can draw it the same turn if we have double blue by then. So for this turn, this to me is a Birth. And a Warning. I think the Legion Angel, while awesome, just gets outclassed way too quickly. Caca. Expect that to die. Next turn, let's see. We probably want to put off Yorioning, because if we Yorion the turn that the Raven's Warning goes off, Omen can draw the card. But I think I saw it coming in the sideboard, not Negate, which is pretty rough. I need more blue. Oh, come on, man. Well, can't beat good luck, can ya? Can't beat good luck. Man, they played that early game so awkwardly, too. I thought we had a chance. I don't have a way to deal with Vorinclex. I don't have a way to deal with these. What could I draw? Nothing really. But I guess these two are just creatures trying to beat me to death, so I can try to compete with those. Maybe go get a sweeper. If they double off on the Kiora, though, I can't give them both of these. Yeah, I just have to put Vorinclex away. And then they just get two great cards to destroy me with. I guess we can try to get to Ugin. That's the new plan. Try to get to Ugin. Since they already used their Epiphany, at least we don't have to worry about a double turn necessarily. Also, we have to watch out. Tybalt can take the top card of the deck that we set with Warning, so we have to keep that in mind. Okay, 2 spot removals. Could be worse. Could be worse. So what do we need to do this turn? We need to locate another land. Then when we set this, we have to draw that turn with Shark Typhoon. And then we need to play Ugin. And that's how it's got to go. That's how it's got to go. So we draw the Omen. Yorion can also, like, locate another land. But I think this turn... Yep. So this turn we Omen. More blue would be nice. And then we play Yorion. Opponent... No, they don't have the mana. I was going to say the opponent could Jwari, but they don't have the mana. 2 Heartless Axe doesn't solve any problems. Okay. Now we can't Yorion, but maybe that's what we're supposed to be doing. Heartless Axe takes out Angel, so that's not a good play. We do need 8 lands, right? And this goes on top next turn, and next turn we have to cycle Shark Typhoon. So we can Yorion this turn. We can do it. Because we can play the tap land next turn, the Ugin the turn after that. Also, Yorion gets a land with Birth, which is something I almost forgot. There's no reason to Heartless Act this here, but because they're going to tap it down, but they can. Like, it's not the end of the world. Does 2 turns with the Tybalt mean that they're going to ultimate it, though? Don't blink that? Okay. It might. Starnheim Unleashed. And another Omen. I think I only want negates. It's the card that I can't draw. I just can't draw it in this matchup. Okay, it's a little late. Yeah, if they ultimate the Tybalt, they draw some good cards, to be sure, but not the greatest. Wow. What a load of garbage that is. We just put one of those on the bottom. That's the last Omen from our deck, and the opponent pulls one from their own deck. What a cheater. Our opponent cheats at Magic the Gathering. They also get to Yorion, Flicker, Kiora, Best the Sea God, if that's what they want. Also, if they plus this, they don't get... So we'll put a card on top of our deck, and it's bait. And if they don't ultimate the Tybalt, if they plus it to try to get that card, we draw with Shark Typhoon. But, I mean, our odds of winning this game just dropped to close to nothing. Like, it's really like on the edge of 0 here. Because now their Yorion is so amazing. Also, can our life total even take it? Like, we have to block with Shark Typhoon. And then we're still taking 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we can't do it. If they play the Yorion, we just can't do it. What's this, on 1? We make a new wall. There are eliminates, though. Okay, they didn't play Yorion. Why wouldn't they do that? Are they scared of me? All right, it's up to you, buddy. It's up to you. They're going to pop this Kiora Best of Sea God. They're going to steal something. Does it matter what? Not really. Playing Birth isn't good. Playing any creature really isn't good. So, we say go. Why wouldn't they play the Yorion? Why are they popping Omens instead? They had it so good. Maybe they plan to get those back by ultimating Tybalt. Yeah, that's not terrible at all. That's really good. That's really good. Eliminate. It's not a lethal threat, though. They could have had a lethal threat, and they don't have it. Gain control of target permanent. If they go after my blue source, Go after my Triome. Okay. Must be nice that you get to untap that too. But they didn't go after my untapped blue. Alright, plus that Tibble. You want this card, right? You want this card. You don't want to ultimate. You want this card. Oh, goddamn. Alright, I can't. I can't anymore. Oh, Ugin? I mean, my opponent just redrew all this. I'm sure we're fine here. At least we didn't give them a negate. I mean, is Ugin enough? I doubt it. Okay, kill a wall. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, make a shark, they eliminate it. We want them to play more stuff, so I'll just go to 2. Man, they are way too patient. The one blue source has absolutely killed us this game as well. It's been a huge problem. Can't protect this with negate. So it could have attacked down the Tibble, so I wouldn't have to ultimate, like, completely destroy my Ugin to fix everything. Also, if they have Jwari Disruption, we just lose. Not really. It was a shit game. I hate people like this, by the way. I would slap them. And we are back for the post-game wrap-up, and you know, it's a deck. It does its best. I don't think it's like top tier Esper, but if you want to play Angels, I think it's a good way to play Angels. And I don't think the Shark Typhoon is just a hammered in meme. I think it gives the deck another angle of attack along with the negates, so that it doesn't just fold to decks that have counter spells, because otherwise your very expensive Saga sorceries, bad things happen to them. But it's a cool deck, and I hope that you'll give it a try if you have the wild cards. Remember, you need a craft rampage. You can't open it in packs, but it is an uncommon, so it's a pretty easy craft. I guess I'll take a second to talk about the good game thing. I think it sets me off so much because just it's the way I was raised and the culture I was raised in, that the person who loses the game is the only one who can really determine whether or not it was a good game or whether or not it was fun, because losing is very, very difficult and it hurts. So, I don't GG people early unless I really, really despise them. Like, I'm really just trying to rub some kind of salt in it, or I know them and we banter, like one of those two things. And like, as a winner, I'm of the opinion that basically you should never GG somebody you don't know as a winner. As a loser, like, if you want to GG because you fought hard and this was tough, but it was very good back and forth and a lot of emotions and, like, yeah, totally, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But I also know that this is probably a cultural thing, because when I watch European streamers especially, and content creators, they do this all the time. Like, very regularly. They'll have like 4 counter spells in hand, a Shark Typhoon on the battlefield. Their opponent will be top deck and they'll be like, good game. And I just find that tasteless and classless, but it's not necessarily a deep analysis of it. It's just where I come from. And as far as slapping them, I don't know. Come play Magic with me. We'll find out. Anyway, I wanted to expand on that because I know it tilts people. Some people in comments are like, yeah, totally. And others are like, what's the problem? Well, I guess I shared where I come from and the problem with it, but I also acknowledge that it's a bias and that's probably a cultural thing and where I was raised and how I was raised. It's not going to stop me from getting mad. A little bit of salt. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. And if, as long as you don't GG from the winning side, you're cool.